is Abranti Kosi, and you're welcome to Time with Abranti here. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, you comment, you like, and you share. There are people that make sure our favorite television show, our favorite radio show, and our favorite movies comes out better. These are people behind the scenes doing the magic so we get a good experience watching our favorite TV show, listening to our favorite radio show, and watching our favorite movie. Today on Personality Profile, we'll be interacting with the youngest, if not one of the youngest producers in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at our guest for today's Personality Profile. So, ladies and gentlemen, joining me today on Personality Profile is Dear Purple. Dear Purple, please, can you join me? We are here aboard.
What's up? It's been a while. How have you been?
You're a game, Anna.
Well, my betrayal must say, on your side.
Hey, and if I was about we are meeting a show, no more coming. That was just by the way, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
And first and foremost, thank you for honoring my invitation. Now, I mean, you invited me, so you know, thank you for accepting to do this.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so Dear Purple, we just want to get into you as a producer, as one of the youngest producers. How did you come about that title as the youngest producer?
Well, you know, there's a saying that if you keep proclaiming what you want to be, eventually you would be it.
Exactly.
So when I started calling myself youngest producer, I wasn't even a producer. It was like goals and dreams.
Yeah.
I just woke up and I wanted to be the youngest producer.
Exactly.
And so I worked towards it. And I became the youngest producer, if not one of them, because I know now there are lots of people coming up and I'm actually trying to pull people to come with me and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to be it, and here I am.
So run us through the journey. How was it like? Did you go to school to become a producer? Did you learn it on the job? Were you inspired by anybody coming up? Run us through the journey.
Well, I after completion of senior high school, I was a science student. I didn't know what I wanted to. I was one of the confused people. So I decided to go to school, KNUST, and read business. Okay. So while in level 100, I joined the radio team, and I was hosting and producing some shows on campus. Then our first day, you know, everyone is supposed to do internship in Form 1.
Yeah.
So I was also confused. I was torn between interning at VRA and a media house. So I decided to come to Tv3 to intern. So I came and I liked what I was doing. I felt I worked like a staff.
Wow.
Because I was coming to work Sunday to Sunday. Meanwhile, I was supposed to come Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday. But
I knew what I wanted. I was learning extra hard. So, yes, I started with an internship. And I told myself that this is where I'll work. Like, it was a dream. This is where I was going to work. I went back to school. Level 200. We had an internship opportunity again, and I chose there again. And I did my internship there again. Level 300, we didn't do internship. But during vacation, I still came to work as an intern. I was still working. I was the only kind of intern.
Exactly.
Level 400 too, I did intern. Like, I was still there. When we vacate, I'm still there. Like, I don't have anywhere to go. Because that was the goal, to work there.
Right.
And eventually, I was still working. I wasn't really thinking about the money. I was thinking about my growth. I wanted to grow. I wanted to be the next, like, big thing. Mm-hmm. And I was inspired by Apefa. Shout out to Apefa.
Apefa is our godmother, you understand?
God, our everything.
Yes.
Like our God on earth.
You understand? Yes. Shout out going out to Apefa one more time.
Apefa was my role model. And you know one thing, now Shako introduced me to Apefa. Okay. When she became like a new boss. But I mean, I was just scared to get closer. So I was just
We are
learning.
all scared. We are all scared.
I was,
We are all
to be
scared.
honest, it's not like we are scared, but there's this thing about Apefa.
Yeah, it's like you see this person you feel okay. This is who I need to go to, and you're asking yourself, am I okay?
Ready?
Am I ready to go and meet her? So it's like, yes, I understand what she's saying because I feel the same sometimes.
So I was scared to get closer, and I was just working from afar and all. And she noticed me.
Yeah.
And she called me and she was like, I think you've paid your dues. You've been working here for like 4 years. And it's like no one is kind of seeing it. And I've seen it. And I think you deserve the best. And here I am today, officially being the youngest producer, I mean.
Exactly.
I think
I want to know what is about producing that caught you in the first place, because I understand you had no idea of what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So as an intern, what about producing caught you and you felt, okay, this is what I want to do?
The ability to be creative, the ability to see someone bigger than you exhibiting your creative stuff, your creative content. It was just the joy of me having to see one of the biggest presenter reading a script that I wrote, that is from my mind. It was just fulfilling to write a script for a copyright for a promo or a commercial, and you sit at home and you're watching TV, and like they're playing your script, they're playing your mind on TV. It's just amazing. You see, when you're a content creator, you feel what I'm feeling.
Exactly.
Because it's even though it's very difficult when you have mind block to write scripts and all, when you finally get it and it's out there, like you feel good. You feel like the most intelligent person on earth.
Those who write stories
like,
for news will know this feeling.
Exactly.
When you write a story and it's being read, you know
I
that
remember the first time my story made it a headline. See, if you've ever been in a newsroom, you know how difficult for a story to be a headline. I was traveling from Kumasi to Accra, and I encountered an accident, and I reported on it and I wrote a story on it. Before I got to the office, it was a headline, and I felt good. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And it actually inspires your writing. It makes you better. Because you want to, the next story, the next script, you want to kill it. The next promo, you want someone to watch and say, hey, nipa no choy, like, you know, it's just fulfilling.
Yeah.
And as a producer, you're the creative mind behind whatever the show.
Mm-hmm. I think
the
that's
presenter
what
is just a representative of a representation, of the producer. You get it. So it's just amazing. And you know the funny thing, I entered this industry with the thought of being a presenter. Mm-hmm. I'm sure everybody does with the thought of being a presenter. But once I got behind the cameras, I felt this was where I belong. Mm-hmm. And right now, come and beg me, give me money to be on TV. I won't be on TV. I rather want to see my folks be on TV and me behind pushing the same agenda.
I think one thing we don't know is, what we watch on TV, what we listen on radio. There are people actually behind the scenes, writing, making sure everything is on point. When a show doesn't go well, we don't blame the presenter.
No,
we blame the producer. Because you are behind, you see whatever the presenter doesn't see. So I think moving forward, we would have to give producers more attention.
Opportunities to,
and
yeah.
Yes, because now let's come back to you. You're also into movies.
Yeah.
Recently, I don't see more of that. Is it because now the production aspect, as in TV production, has taken your time, or that part of you is just on hold for some time?
Well, movies has always been my first love. I entered this industry with movies. So my first script, I always say, is my biggest script. It's like my breakthrough. Yeah, but I think the settings and then the space in Ghana doesn't motivate filmmakers like myself to want to do more movies.
I think that's another topic you handle sometime. Yeah.
Every movie creator is always depressed because what's the point of creating a movie? Sometimes it's not even about the revenue. What's the point of creating movies and not having people patronizing it? It's not like we don't do amazing movies, so we do, especially the youngins, because the young ones thread on passion than revenue. Pick a young movie filmmaker and a veteran filmmaker. In terms of content, I bet to say that 90% of the youngins have amazing content that people will love because they are thriving on passion.
Exactly.
But the oldies are business minded, which is important, and so the least put focus on the content. They want to, like, Charlie, I'm big, I want to make a movie because I have some money, I want to make some money out of it. But the young filmmaker is there and has got an amazing idea and wants to kill it, has a way of shooting it, and is very particular about certain things, so it comes out very good. But their problem is funding. Do you understand? Their problem is funding. But when it comes to so sometimes I feel that the oldies who, in quotes, have run out of content or film ideas should employ these youngins to write for them. And if possible, direct for them. So that they become like the business people pushing the movie, distributing the movie. But like they want to do everything. When you go to Nigeria, we have a script writer, assistant script writer, screenplay, we have director, producer, we have distributor. But in Ghana, one person wants to distribute, wants to do. Man, it's depressing.
Don't take all the job. Give us job. Give me job.
Do you understand? But when it comes to TV is so easy. TV and like advertisement is so easy. No stress. Like I mean,
it's so easy. Let me. It's so easy. Not that you can just go and do it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you'd have to train yourself. As compared to
the stages, because I can just have a movie, a show, 13 episodes per season, and shoot. Make sure my content is on point. But a whole film needs like a proper, like a 6-month preparation. Do you understand? So I mean, if the motivation is not there and I'm always depressed about a movie I want to make, then what's the point?
What's the point?
Do you get it?
Yeah.
But my passion for films are not dead because I keep writing scripts. Maybe I might not want to do movies again, but I'll keep writing because I want to perfect my writing and just maybe give my scripts out. I said, like, sell my scripts to people who want like really dope scripts to work with. And yeah.
Okay. So amongst all the presenters you've worked with, who would you say is your favorite, or who would you say is less stressful working with?
Less stressful. You're putting me in the tight corner. You're putting me in the tight corner. Can I mention clean?
Okay, mention it.
I think recently, Ajua.
I know you mentioned
Ajua is very smart, and Ajua will not stress you. Like, aside the fact that, let me say it out. Aside the fact that, well, it's fine. Aside the fact that, Charlie, Conti is giving me pressure, and we don't have time, and she has to run through I know she thinks I give her pressure, sorry, and she has to run through the show quickly. Yeah. Then she'll be giving you sign. Please don't pressure me. Please don't pressure. But yo, they're gonna cut us off. That's just by the way. Ajua is amazing to work with, and I want to work with her over and over and over again. Crystal is an amazing presenter.
Very energetic.
Who does her research background. She won't come on set and stress you and say, producer this and that. No. Crystal will not stress you. Crystal will not stress you. One person. Wait, I know you guys are expecting me to mention another name, but that person, she stresses my life.
Mention the name.
Anita stresses me. Don't expect me to mention her name. She's not part. She is not part. And maybe I'll just say Bella. Yeah. Recently on the morning show. Bella is cool. She does her background checks. Like, she's always prepared for the show. Yeah, Bella.
I think Bella has been a great mentor to us all.
Yeah, she has.
She's been one of the people we've looked up to and we are still looking up to. We learn a lot from her and all that. So, I just want to find out. Okay, the shoes. So the shoes. Which one would be your favorite show? Like, which one do you think, okay, this show, producing it is like, my thing?
Well, I think now Mentor X off stage, because it makes me more creative, and I'm a lover of music. I love music, like I really do love music. So it makes me relate. It makes me connect to the show. Okay, even though the time allocated is very small, it makes me connect to the music, the entire show. So that's like my top most favorite. Then probably Baby Jijo.
Onua.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the morning show. The reason why it's not my number one is the thought of waking up early. The thought of waking up early is freaks me out.
Okay.
So yeah, in that one in order.
Okay.
Mentor X, off stage,
Baby Jijo,
and then the morning show.
So some of you be asking, the youngest producer, with this thing, or a son or friend who youngest producer, how would I?
Really?
You are the youngest producer. People would want to know.
Well, I was 21 this year.
That's a lie.
I was 21 this year.
You're 21
How
this
old
year.
do you think I am?
I think I thought you were around 22, 23.
I'm 21.
21. So you see, the youngest producer, if not the youngest, one of the youngest producers.
Well, I think right now, by next year, I might not be the youngest producer because it's squad day.
Yeah. I think people are picking up. But with the age, next year, you still be 22, right? Still one of the youngest, if not the youngest. Yeah. She's very talented, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen her work. I know, like, she's my personal person. You understand? Yes. So what advice? We are just concluding. What advice would you give people who find yourself around, people who want to be producers or directors, and they are asking themselves, is this for me? Can I do this? I'm young. Would it work out for me and all of that? What would you have to tell them?
Well, you're not in the space now. Try to be inquisitive with what goes on behind the stage. Okay. When I say that, there's this guy I mentor, He just completed senior high school. He's somewhere in the Volta region. He's never been to a control room or whatever. But when you call this guy, you're asking him stuff about production. It's not like I taught him. He can fill you in and you go like, what? Is this boy a producer or something? He learns, like he tries to find out. One time he was asking me, how do you guys go live outside the studio and all? Try to be inquisitive, try to read, watch YouTube videos, learn, be passionate about it. Like want it as though like you want to breathe.
Okay.
Go for it and Charlie. I don't have an advice. It's not like that. If this is what you want, come for it. Take it.
Go for it.
Because it is yours and you excel. That's it.
So, thank you very much. Thank you for having time for us. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'll bring the show to an end. We're at her location, so I can't give shout outs to where we are. Only somewhere inside the Volta region. So if you've not subscribed, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you subscribe, you comment, you like, and you share. This is Time with Abranti on Mosey Media. We have amazing content coming your way. Subscribe, turn on the notification button so you don't miss any upload. Thank you for joining me today. See you next time.
Charlie, I just call you.
You know if he's calling you, what you going to do? Cut.